Hey, what's going on, good people? This is my review of the 112 Mezco Bishop. Um, Man, this is one I've been waiting quite some time to get. I mean, I think they put this up for pre-order a couple years back. So I've had it pre-ordered since it first came out. Granted, I didn't have to put any money down. That's part of the reason why I never canceled it. Because I kind of forgot about it a few times and then remembered, oh shoot, this is actually out there. But anyways, I'm glad to finally have this thing in hand. Um, the artwork on it is nice. Of course, the backs and show its typical stuff. But this artwork on this box, man, that's nice. So let's crack this bad boy open. So yeah, this is a nice figure. Man, there's a lot of detail that has gone into this thing. Um, Even, yeah, this is nice. It's a lot of detail in the armor. I'm kind of a sucker for the soft goods, so that's what I really like. If you look at the belt, man, this utility belt. I mean, this is the kind of belt Batman would be envious of. But look at the scarring in the armor, the battle damage in it, the belt. I mean, everything has its spot. I mean, it looks like all the accessories he comes with can actually fit on his belt. I like that it actually has a place for his gun as well, because a lot of times I get these and you have a place for one gun and not the other. The artwork on the boot is nice. Boots are nice. And again, the dread work. I mean, that's some pretty intricate stuff. I know I tried my hand on doing dreads on the character. I can't think it came through all right, but I mean, now I can kind of take some pointers from this. But yeah, this is a really nice figure, and I'm just digging the battle scar into the armor. That's not something that I've seen on other things. It's usually a little neater how they leave the armor, but yeah, man, this is it's a good solid figure. I do like also that they added this elastic to the shoulder padding because it actually allows you to get a pretty nice T-pose without it hindering any mobility for it. And you're not having to worry about if it's going to snap off. So, I mean, I think that's pretty good. Taking the arms up, it seems like it's really stretching that fabric if I try to take it any further past that, and I don't think I'm going to do that anyway. So, but I mean, for most of the poses I'm going to do, I probably won't do that too much anyways. He does have a double jointed elbow. The wrist, I mean, it swivels a little bit, but it's not much tilt to it. I guess that's because of the way they did the gauntlet. I mean, it does a little bit, but it's typically, with most of my Mezco figures and other figures, it has a lot more tilt to it. I do like the knee pads. I saw a couple other reviews that they didn't like that the knee pads were not affixed to the pants and that they were kind of separate, but I actually kind of like that. I like that touch to it. It gives it a more realistic, look, if you may. He is double jointed at the knees. Let's see. And I kind of see a little bit what they're talking about with the knee pads, because it did shift down a little bit. But he has a little bit of tilt in his ankles or pivot, whatever. It's not much of a tilt at all forward or back, but it's just enough to get certain poses in, I suppose. And there goes that knee pad again. Again, I can't fault those people for not really caring much for that feature with the knee pads, but I still like it like that, even though I've had to adjust it twice sitting here. Let me try to let's see. He does not have much of a ab crunch at all. He can go back a little bit, but so I'm not really expecting to get much of an ab crunch in there at all. And let's see if I can. He doesn't have much of a head tilt at all either, and that's mainly because of the dreads. I mean, we'll kind of see when I swap the heads later on how much of a tilt and up and down he can really look. But with the dreads, it's going to actually hurt his mobility a bit. Let me try to get him in a quick pose here. I actually kind of want to do a Super Saiyan pose or something. I don't know. But if I can get him to actually stand up, let's see. Oh, come on, man. Just stand there. That's your one job right now. You're going to make it work for it. All right. Okay, well, let's just try this. Give me another little quick pose. And there's a lot of different things that I'm really looking forward to doing this, and actually kind of pairing with some other figures that I want to do as well. Not want to do, but I want to actually include in another video now that I finally have this bishop. Let me see how far back. Oh, hey, all right. That right there is user error. So let's pop this bad boy back on. Again, like I said, does not have much tilt with them dreads in his head. So just a warning to the wise, I guess. So we won't do that again. At least not with this head on. We won't. So let me get him in a quick pose so I can move on to some of his accessories. Let's move him back. All right, so first up is the bald head, and again, I'm more partial to bald head. You know, consider I'm hair challenged myself, so or hairless gifted. Let's say that. I do like the M that they actually have engraved in his head. I like how they did the back of the head. I mean, it's almost on the verge of being a brain back there, but they just do a smooth sculpt. But also with the eyes, I think they didn't give him the glowing eyes on here. So like they did with this scope. So I may actually go back and change the scope of the other one. I mean, the color of the eyes. But I do love the work that's done on this. It's very detailed. So yeah, I'm probably going to go back later and paint the eyes with both the other heads so it match that. Then we have these grasping type hands that for, I guess, just grasping anything or even holding being a second hand to hold the gun up. Then we have okay, this irritated me. Now I waited this long, and then I get the trigger hands, but they're both right trigger hands. Look, this makes no sense. I mean, so any picture I do, when you see these photos, when I do them, and you'll see, hey, why does he have the gun always in one hand? Because I don't have the option. So, and then he comes with a pair of just open palm hands. I'll probably get some use out of this. Maybe not a lot. I don't really use just the regular open palm hands that much. Kind of less dynamic. So he gets these, I guess they're grenades. It comes with 2 of them, I think. 2 or 3 of them. And then it comes with 2 clips. It's 3 of the grenades, 2 clips. That's what it is. And here's the gun, man. I like the gun. I really like how they, the work that was put in on this. It's very detailed. So I'm a fan of that. Then we have the pistol, which I love the futuristic look to the pistol and everything. I'm a big fan of that kind of stuff. And he has a knife. So let's get him. Let's take this off. I say get him another pose, but let me take this off because I actually want to grab these energy signatures because it comes with so I had to put it one hand. The grasping hand is actually the one that's made to hold one energy signature. So we're gonna see how well I can get his hand because there's no actual holes. It said it should just kind of fit in there, but well, as you see, it just kind of fell out. Let's try this again. All right, so we're just gonna put it. It kind of goes in there a bit. I mean, it kind of sits in there. You can get in there where it sits in there a little bit, where it doesn't snap in, but it's kind of it kind of holds it pretty well enough. You're just not gonna move around too much doing that. And then this one actually goes over the fist to make it look like he's actually shooting it out. So let's see how it fit. I want to use this as a quick test. So yes, that just fits right in there. So since I already have the fist to hand on there, we can just, and it actually lets you know which way it'll actually fit on there. Because if you turn it one way, it's not going to fit. You have to kind of turn it the right way. It'll fit on there perfectly. Yeah, this is, I like this. It's, let's get this in a quick pose. If I can get him to stand up. Bishop. All right. See, look, he like he's ready for action. All right, so let's get him standing. All right, and get these legs straightened out. So let's get this arm up here, because what I want to do is, once I get him up here, is to get a shot with these accessories. All right, so yeah, so like I said, everything fits on him. You can fit all of his equipment on him. Let me get this arm down. His gun actually snaps into place really nicely. So you're not having to worry about that falling out. It kind of took me a quick second to realize that. Let me see if I can get his communicator in here. Let's see if I can get this turned the right way. And good gracious, this is a tight fit. Yeah. All right, you know what? We'll do that another time. I might do that off camera. I'm not going to do that right now. So let me get this back in here. But yeah, man, I like how this, all his equipment just fits on him. I feel like I can get some really, really nice poses out of this. Let me go ahead and swap heads too. I want to put the bald head on here because I want to see how, let's get this gun back. Well, I believe the gun. Oh, okay. So he, get him look up, look down. See, without those dreads, get a nice tilt. He has a pretty good range of motion. Yeah. All right. Okay. So, any gripes I would have had before about the dreads not moving around, I mean, you can swap those heads out really quick. And actually just, that kind of takes care of your problem. It alleviates the whole thing there. So let's get him standing up. And man, I like that pose. I like that. So yes. Oh, so let's, I forgot it came with this cape. Let's get this out of here. I'm gonna be honest, I saw a couple of videos where they actually had, that's a cape, but tunic. But other people use the tunic. It was one guy I was listening to, he was like, I don't really like the tunic, and and I'm a big tunic guy. I like tunics and stuff like that, or capes, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know how the heck this is supposed to go on here. I watch people do tutorials on it. I mean, watch them do it on here. Yeah, it's more difficult than what they showed. Not that they showed something wrong with skipped out, but honestly, I'm not sure how often I'll actually use this. It will probably be next to never, unless I can later on figure out, how I want to change or modify it or whatever. But I mean, it looks nice, but yeah, I don't think I'm really gonna use this much. I'll probably end up modifying and using it on something else later on. But like I said, it looks nice. It just doesn't feel very functional to me. It seems like they could have just figured out another way to actually have that cloak, just kind of drape over them. So let's now get into our comparisons. First up, we're bringing a Mezco cable. So this one I've been waiting to do this pairing for a while. I have both my time traveling X-Men together. And I'll bring in my modded Mezco blade. This is actually the first character I ever modded that got me into other customizations. So actually probably one of my favorite characters. But so yeah, I'll do another video of him later on. Now I'll bring in a Mezco Wolverine. This is probably about the third Wolverine. I have a movie accurate and I have an old man Logan. And but yeah, I like having those differences of comparison. And then Mayfix Deadshot, which surprisingly is actually taller than the Mezco Bishop. That's usually not the case between Mezco and Mayfix. So A little shocking. All right. So let's move this out of here. And oh, I can't forget. I always have to have the Man of Steel in. I mean, come on, that's top character. He runs a little shorter, which is typical for Mayfix and Mezco, at least in all the ones that I have. And this is the SH Figure Arts War Machine. So, and man, it took me a long time to be able to find War Machine. I mean, one that I was willing to pay for. All right, so let's move them out of here. And Punisher, Mezco Punisher. It took me a minute to find this one too. I got this way after he had already been out. And then 1,000 Toys Dante. That's probably one of my favorite video games. It's Devil May Cry video game series. So I'm real big on that. So that'll pretty much do it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed putting it together, and see you on the next video.
Hey, Crimson, run it up.